Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left?
But why? Her oath.
I sent her to travel with the exile. She may discover something I cannot.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens, she is willful, and she has demonstrated her fascination with Jedi. It may not have been why.
I know what I have done, but it was necessary.
She's gonna come back and be like a Jedi, but probably a great Jedi.
Now that we're off that Dajaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What's up? What are you talking about? You downloaded the archives. This little ninja droid.
What is the machine saying?
There's an archive of the record.
We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
Yeah, I broke the wishes of the council.
It is good you recognize this. It means you will understand why you must leave us. We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
I mean, I would have just tossed
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, It was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
No,
But
we're
he
gonna
may
do it
never discover
ourselves.
the truth.
I am determined
He
to
will
not
never
let
know
them.
why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
We will heal ourselves.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
What else was in the archive? Artifacts? Lightsabers? Alright, well, play the Jedi then. Rook was on Dantooine. Nar Shaddaa for Zez Kael. Onderon was Kavalar, or Kavar. Vosh was Korriban. And Talos for Atris.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
We need their help against the Sith.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
Do you think
I
we
think the
help
strength
them?
of the enemy is unknown, but it is greater than 5 can hope to defeat without aid.
I'll take whatever help I can
Indeed.
get.
But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always
There's
do.
such little children
She's coming
sometimes.
with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General?
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
Take the
It is
regular
no matter.
quarters.
I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
She has uncanny defense. Unarmed fighter. So we got another monk in the... I have 2 months?
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Atris and the Council took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that. I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete. I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need. I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor.
Or C3.
Yeah? How many credits?
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too.
No, don't wipe him.
What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on?
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Sounds like a good idea.
Good. Now let's get... You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Nice. Permanent +2 to con. We just keep buffing that little droid.
Hey, General. You look like you've been standing too close to one of my shield generators. Whoa, close. Seriously, you don't look that way from spending extra time in the fresher. I've seen other Jedi, not many but a few, who look like that. And I feel a little strange around you. A little more in control, calm, like I usually only get when I'm repairing something. Was this something you wanted me for?
The
That
remote.
old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs. I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help? Let me see what you... No, you're still missing an emitter matrix and lens. Something else I can help you with? Let me see what... No.
Alright, never mind. So, is this basing it on their highest now? No, it's basing it off my computer skill. Which I don't have any skill in computers. So we've got the handmaiden in here. Got Cray in here.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room. Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience. No? Perhaps not. Or perhaps you are different, something more. I am not blind. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others. I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them? The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The woman, she worships you. The alien obeys you. Even within the machines, there are echoes. Watch them carefully. See their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
They're not tools.
I care not which of the words you use, as long as you make... That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean?
You never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his. Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts. Strong influence, indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few. Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith Empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly?
Do you have any ideas?
Not a one. But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across, yes? Ask. There is nothing wrong with my sight. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only. Ask.
Okay. Are you a Jedi or
Does
Sith?
it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough. What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
Oh, I triggered a cutscene.
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense.
You mean getting the kick crapped out of you? The crap kicked out of you?
Cast down, stripped of my power, exiled. I suffered indignities and fell into darkness. Learn from me, my mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire. In you all my hopes rest, for the future, for the Force. If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice.
I'll be going now. Damn, 1,000 EXP and light side points. Okay. T3. How's Lebanon? Really appreciate the help. What about the astrogation system? Why'd you do that? Protect it from who? Whose orders? An old friend. Why was it so dangerous?
T3, you have been with us since Terrace.
Oh, it's
Without you,
Bastila.
we would never have escaped that place. And for that, I thank you. I'm leaving this message inside you because I have seen glimpses of the future. And the bond that he and I share does not allow him to hide everything from me. More of his memories have returned, and they trouble him. He has remembered something. Something on the edge of the galaxy, and he believes that he must go there to end it. But I am afraid for him. Afraid that he may not return. I need you to be the beacon, T3. If he is lost out there, on the edge of the galaxy, if he finds whatever terrible thing he has seen, then he may not survive. If he doesn't make it back, then I need you to return to the Republic. Find help. If you cannot find me, then seek out other Jedi. The Republic... I can't lose him, even if he believes he is protecting me.
Ooh. So it was a friend of hers. Who's the person talking about? A missing friend? What happened? Is he gonna take anyone with him? I'm sorry, T3? Well, if we can stop the Sith, then there's hope. Yeah, powerless and defenseless. I'll go back and stop the threat for you. They didn't tell us where the Ebon Hawk came from, though. Why don't you have the info? Deleted? He deleted it. Why? Alright, something wrong there. You had a good reason or trying to protect somebody. Why are you concealing it? Ooh, we gained influence with him too. Control cluster. It's another item for the HK unit. Alright, and then... what is the security system for? Okay, nothing there. And then...
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain, but it's good to see.
More in touch with the Force. It's hard to explain, but even with everything that's happening, I feel at peace.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
Questions?
All right. What did...
Just Bazak related stuff. Okay. It's all him and I ever play is Bazak, apparently. There's only one other person to talk to, and that's this character. Ooh, there's a lab station here. It's her. The handmaiden.
Welcome, Exile. Is there something you need?
You're right.
Your features, your stance. There is a calm about you that I did not notice on Telos.
What do you mean?
There's an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters, yet it comes to you with ease.
I feel more in touch with my
It shows in your
surroundings.
features. It is beautiful to see.
Can I ask you questions? Why are they the
Attend,
handmaidens?
Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the handmaidens.
The last of them?
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
Impressive
That is
skill,
not
devotion.
entirely correct. There are times I am distracted. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy. I know your meaning, but I have not been clear on mine. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Okay.
Yes, the methods you use to meet your opponents speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
I'm torn between 1 and 3. It's not the best way to communicate with others, however, it can definitely show.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse.
It was
but
Terrace,
showed his
not
commitment
Talos.
to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor 5, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
What do you think Revan was saying?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other. But to say that seems an untruth, based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others, but there is still choice, is there not? If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing. And you may ask.
Do you have a name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
They're called Ichani, okay?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not.
Everyone should take value in themselves.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade. If reasons of the self is why you turned away, then yes, perhaps there was a judgment there. But it was not intended as an attack.
Do you think I lost myself?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself. You
some
may
other
ask.
questions. I'd like to return.
It is not possible to dock at the Academy without the proper codes.
Don't we have them?
But I could not give them. You may.
Okay. What are you
I am
doing?
training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
So she's someone who gets, like, cooped up. You play Pazak.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him. That
Cards?
too. That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos. Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders, and like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
Why was Atris siphoning power?
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved. The teachings at the Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from Telos. Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond what I do not. His stand.
We gained light and dark side again? Wow, we're getting really high on the light side thing. Well, I believe that's everyone talked to. So I guess we just gotta decide where we want to go now. Ugh. So where's this? Paragus. Can I travel Paragus? Facility destroyed. Okay. Citadel Station. Let's travel to Citadel Station because we still have to report that we killed those two assassins. Or those two criminals, we should say, not assassins. And let's hope that I'm not robbed again and I lose the ship. Can I view everyone's inventories at the moment? No. We'll bring her this time, and just because I need to level her up. And T3. Her and T3 as well, I'll bring with me. This T3 has upgrades. Give him more dexterity. She gets 1 point. Is she like a... She's a soldier. And a monk. Two-weapon fighting? When using unarmed attacks against any opponent, she deals an extra 1d4. Okay. Another person with monk. Improved conditioning. She has power attack learned. She's learned level 1 and 2 toughness already. That will give her improved conditioning. Alright, dexterity. Treat injury. Mastered 2-weapon, mastered power attack. Yep. She gets like a feat level. Jesus. The extra hit point. Plus 12 power attack damage. She learned rank 2 in that. Goes to a 15% chance. Plus 3 to all saves. 154 hit points. So 5 to 15. Or 8 to 26. Okay. So 5 to 15 or 8 to 26. Game. Like, why would I ever have her use that? Oh, because 8 to 28. That's why. 8 to 26 or 8 to 28 with 2 attacks. That makes sense. Kenny, heavy armor. That's some really good armor. $26 or $27. Energy shield. Unarmed with her is a thing too. Jen. She doesn't have a high enough constitution, and that's an item that provides +4 con on top of it. We're gonna give her regen because she's a tank. +2 to her dex and all saves. So that didn't increase her armor though. But if we put the Verprine, it's still 26. 26. So yeah, the fiber mesh right now is just better for her. Now our droid. Computer use. It's a lot of computer use if I wanted to. We're gonna keep the regen on him though. Sure, plating. We're gonna keep that where it's at. Motion tracker and a system fortification. And then he uses blasters. But right now, does he have dual wield? Did I just give him dual wield? I forget. Yes, I just gave him dual wield. Okay. I can't equip a full blaster. That's right. Just give him stun and more stun? Sure. He hits for nothing, but he is pure crowd control. Isn't there like a locker here somewhere? Oh, you're not gonna put any loot in here? Alright, well, let's go turn into the general. I gotta open the airlock. Oh, another batch of HK droids. Whatever will I do?
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities.
Right. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go that one. We're gonna hit 2. Zap them all until they die.
Systems failing, master. Optimal. Systems failing, master. Systems failing, master.
Droid motivator booster. HK chassis. I wonder if we can invite them on our ship.
Greetings.
Nope. Dang, I was hoping we could bring them on our ship. That would be kind of cool. Alright, now we get to go to the police academy, turn in that quest.
So you've returned. While I was disturbed that you chose to defy our orders and obtain transport off Citadel Station, the matter has since been closed. It was the decision of Republic authorities that your testimony would no longer be necessary, and thus you'd be allowed to go. But as we discovered, you had already left. In some ways, it was lucky for us, avoiding a possibly embarrassing situation. Why does the Republic do anything? The head does not.
Why do they do
defeat
anything,
them.
right?
The hands don't even know they've got fingers, let alone where they are. My opinion, they probably performed their independent investigation and figured it wasn't your fault. Anyways, you should just be glad I decided to overlook the fact you escaped arrest. Yeah. And if there's nothing else, I've got it. What is it? I see. And where and when did... I see. Well, you certainly earned the bounty on those two dangerous criminals. Here it is. I think you'll find the amount more than adequate. The TS...
200 credits. That's an extra 200 credits I didn't have for killing them. Alright, do I have anything else to do here? I think we should go to Nar Shaddaa so we could figure out information about the one person who's missing. There's also this, find a fuel source. Also, I have 2k credits. Is there anything I can buy while I'm here? I should do that real quick. And see if maybe a new racing record's been set.
I've told you everything I know. I don't think we should be seen talking to each other anymore.
Okay, I am still the champion. Alright. Good to know. Right. The shop was over here. Let me shop. Weapons. Trandoshan Double Blade. 1 to 8. It's massive crit plus 2 attack modifier, but it's not upgradable. Fully upgradable Republic Blaster. Scout Enforcer. Heavy Blaster, but not upgradable. Armor. That's the really good Jedi robe. The Mandalorian heavy suit's pretty good too. Care about Bazak cards. Sonic Mines, yeah, I don't care about anything he's got. Alright, see ya. Mainly was seeing if any items changed between the last time I was here, but it turns out they haven't. So we're just gonna move on. Dantooine or Nar Shaddaa. If I remember right in the first game, Dantooine was known for having Jedi crystals. So we might get the last of our Jedi parts on Dantooine. So I think we'll hit Dantooine first. The hell was that? Just someone going around on the outside. How far around can we go? Can we step out here? I mean, this would technically be the vacuum of space. Good. They pay attention to that. Like, if it let us step out there, we should be sucked out to our death. Back on the ship we go. This was mainly wanting to turn in that quest. Nope. Droid wants to talk to me. Or him.
Well, check it again. It can't be anything else. Just check the damn connector. I don't trust the diagnostics any more than I... Because I don't like droids. They break. In the head. Well, whatever you call that thing on your... head. Yeah, well, if I'm mean to you, it's because I care.
I got talks with everybody going on. Holy crap. So much influence.
Betrayal. Machines. His passion for such things defies me.
Wow! She fucking force. You haven't learned that force power. So rude. She's... Oh. Where is he? You're talking backwards now. He upgraded an item for me. Okay. Whoopsie. We went fiddling around with his insides and we didn't do so well. So we're slowly getting it more and closer to being done. Okay, so we need to sail to Dantooine, which isn't Tatooine. Onderon, Drashay. Ooh, could go to Korriban. I think we're gonna do Dantooine first, though. Korriban would be fun too. Oh. A game? Are you repeating a cutscene I just did? Okay. Game being trippy. Alright, now we can leave. Who do we want to bring with us? Well, he's working on the ship, so we'll let him work on the ship. They're both working on the ship, so I'll bring Kreia. Kreia's EXP, so she's coming along. and the Handmaiden. Can I bring another? No, I can only bring 3. Yeah, we'll roll with this party.
Another visitor? You must be here to join in the plunder of the old Jedi Enclave.
The
You'll have to
plunder.
see Administrator Adari first. You're one of the salvagers, right? Your ship looks banged up enough to be part of that lot, but you look different. Then who are you? The only recent visitors we've had on Dantooine have been salvagers and a slew of mercenaries. Just to see the sights, right? You're just another salvager. Go see Administrator Adari in Kunda if you want to get into the ruins. Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment. The Administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government. She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries. We had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up, but after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here. The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a raider is a vibroblade's edge. The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, or food just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the Administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be blamed on Cath Hounds. But nobody can prove the mercenaries are responsible.
Who's
A farmer
disappeared?
here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the Cath Hound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. The disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of the stubborn folk seem to be more accident-prone. Have you ever sliced a Jedi security door? The old ruins are secure from salvagers unless they get permission from Adare. Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the Administrator.
Alright. But I am going to end it here for the night. I want to thank everyone who tuned in and watched. I've been going for 7.5 hours, and I'm starting to feel some sting in my stomach. So it's early enough that I can still get some dinner and stuff and then hit the hay. But I do want to thank everyone who tuned in and watched. If you enjoy the channel and the stream, do give the channel a follow. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job, and it will give you notifications on when I'm playing more of this. I will be back tomorrow. You can check the About page under schedule. I think they have added in now. I've started uploading my schedule to there. So you can check there. It'll be around 6 p.m.-ish. PDT, 5 p.m. PDT. It's 5 or 6, it's 5 or 6 p.m. PDT is when I'll be live. So, and we will be resuming where we left off on Dantooine then. So, give me 1 second real quick. See. Okay, so I am going to host up the only other person currently who is playing Knights of the Old Republic 2. And I will see you guys over there. You guys have a wonderful night and take care. Thanks for tuning in and watching.